Hello and welcome. Our ground is ready. Now we need to play. Here we are going to deploy our first service inside our newly created Docker Swarm cluster. So let's start. Here the process is very simple. We just need to give this particular command. If you look at this command, here we are creating service. Why we are creating service? Because we want highly available environment for our cluster. If I am going to use docker run command here, it will create container inside any one Docker host. But here I am using service command because it is creating 3 replicas. Means it will create 3 tasks or container in each Docker host. It will create 1 replica or a task. The process is like simple. Here we are using all this command and I am going to explain you. Docker service create. This is a Docker command used to create new service in Swarm. Here name. Here we are giving name to the service. This will be my Nginx. This option specifies the name of the service. In this case the service name is my Nginx. We are creating Nginx service. Why? Because in Nginx we have default web page that we can open and we can verify. Replica 3. This option sets the desired number of replica instances for the service. Here it means we want 3 instances of Nginx container running. Why? Because we have 3 Docker hosts. Then port number 8080. The first 80 is a port of the host machine. The second 80 is a port of the port inside the container. This means that the traffic sent to port number 80 on the host will be directed to port number 80 in the container, which is where the Nginx web server is listed by default, and it is going to map each and every host. So we have 3 hosts. So all hosts will map with the port number 80 of host port with the host of the container port 80. And then finally we are using this Nginx image. This is the name of Docker image used for the services, and in this case it uses official Nginx image. Very simple. Just used to give this command on my manager node. So here I am inside manager and I am going to copy this and let me press enter. Now it will create 3 replicas, means in each and every host it will place 1 task over there. And then I can open this whole application from any of this Docker node, Docker host. Everything is done. Now let's verify this. So here we have final step, verification and access. First of all, we need to verify service. So the command is docker service ls. See this, the uniform commands we have. All the commands are starting with docker and then the particular option name and then argument. So here I am giving this command and look at this, 1 service is actually running. Now we can give this command docker service ps my Nginx. Docker will display the list of tasks that belongs to the Nginx. As you know that we have created 3 replicas, right? So if I am going to give this command, you will find out that this is actually 3 tasks. And each task is running into the different node. Okay. Now I just want to tell you that let's say that if I am going to run this command here, what will happen? Not working. Why? Because these commands are going to work and run into the manager. So from manager, you can find out that this service having 3 replicas, and this as a part of this replica, these tasks are running inside 3 different Docker node. Now, in order to access this service, you can access Nginx service by opening web's browser and navigate to the public IP address of any of your Swarm node. Since port number 80 is mapped, you should see the Nginx welcome page. Now, first of all, we need to verify that we have port number 80 open, because if it is not, then it is not going to open website. So if I am going to the security, if you look at this, we don't have port number 80 open. Here I am using 1 cluster as the security group. It means I have common security group of all of these 3 servers. So I am going to click on edit and I am going to add rule.
Sorry guys, sorry to disturb you. I know you all are enjoying the session and suddenly it stopped. But if you want full video or if you want full Docker course having 130 plus videos including projects, you can become our community member. Enrollment link is in description. Moreover, we also provide 24/7 support, weekly lifetime live session with Bhavesh Atara, updates and completion certification as well. Still you have any queries regarding it, you can contact me on my personal number. Thank you.